Nadi Yoga, and we are in beautiful Abu Dhabi. Okay, so when you're ready, I would like you to sit in any comfortable cross-leg position, and it could be simply crossing your shins in front of one another in Sukhasana, easy pose, or if your body allows you, you can maybe go into half lotus or full lotus. So once you're settled, let us begin. So as you're there, I would like you to maybe shift your body forward and back. And when you shift back, I want you to feel how you're sitting straight onto your sitting bones. From that foundation that you've built, I want your spine to grow tall to the sky. Crown of the head is reaching up. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. Big circles with your shoulders, bringing them all the way up to your ears and down your back. Inhale up again, and this time we're going to slide your shoulder blades down your back. Lift your heart up, relax your arms, relax your shoulders, keeping your spine straight and very tall. We're going to inhale, take a slow and deep breath, bringing the crown of the head up to the sky, using the ribcage to lift the heart, and exhaling, relaxing through your sitting bones, relax your legs. And just noticing how grounded yet tall you feel. Lovely. And now we're going to inhale, arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers, palms up, pressing to the sky. Drop your shoulder blades down your back and bring your arms a little bit to the back to really open up the arms. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Take a deep breath with the top of the chest. And exhale. Lovely. Take a deep breath with the top of the chest. And we're going to exhale, release your arms, interlace your fingers behind your back, stretch your arms, lift the heart up, bring the palms together if you can, and exhale. See if you can start coming forward, lifting the arms up behind you, relaxing your neck completely. You can come forward as far as you can, keep lifting the arms overhead. Inhale, come all the way up. Release your hands, palms on your knees, roll your shoulders. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, arms to the side and up again. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up to the sky, pressing, stretching. We're going to bend the elbows now and place the hands at the back of your head. And from here, we're going to inhale, lift the heart up and start opening up your elbows, drawing the elbows to the back. And on the exhalation, we're going to round the back slightly and see if you can bring your elbows together, almost elbows touching. Inhale, open again, drawing those elbows to the back, lifting the heart. Exhale, rounding, bringing the elbows together. One more time, inhale, opening, bringing the elbows to the back. Exhale, elbows touching, rounding the back. And now I want you to stay there for a moment. I want you to start very gently drawing your head down with your hands, feeling the stretch at the back of the neck, running all the way down to your lower back, and breathing into that stretch. Fantastic. Inhale, come up, point your elbows to the side, and we're going to do a little twist. So inhale and exhale, look to the right. A little gentle spinal twist. Inhale forward, exhale to the left. Beautiful. Inhale forward. And I want you to reach those arms to the side. Now imagine if you're holding doorknobs with your hands. So one hand is going to be to the back, one hand to the front. So now start turning those doorknobs into opposite directions. So exhale right hand is turning forward, left hand is turning back. So when you do that movement, make sure you start rotating all the way up to your shoulder. And opposite direction, so left hand forward, spinning, right hand back. And keep moving like that. So feel the rotation all the way up to your shoulder. Fantastic. Just keep rotating. Beautiful. Keep spinning those doorknobs. Fantastic. Alright, and now shake, shake, shake your arms a little bit. Lovely. Roll your shoulders. And we're going to stretch the legs out. Maybe shake your legs a little bit. Because if we're not used to sitting cross-legged, our legs might feel a little bit sleepy. So, placing your palms behind you, fingers pointing away. And we're going to start with the toes. I want you to bring your toes together. Squeeze them in and stretch them out. Bring your toes together and stretch them out. Bring them together, stretch them out. So we're going to bring the feet forward, pointing your toes down to the floor and back towards your nose. So exhale forward, inhale back towards your nose. Exhale forward, inhale back towards your nose. We're going to exhale forward. Keep your toes pointing down to the floor, and we're going to start doing circles to the left. Imagine as if you're drawing circles with your toes up and to the right. So inhale left, up and right. Beautiful. Noticing the sensations in your ankles. This asana is so powerful for keeping the joints moist, the blood circulation going. It's very powerful preventing arthritis and any joint diseases. Opposite direction, inhale up to the side and back. And I always recommend for my students to do those asanas, those ankle rotations and movement first time while you're still in bed. Just after you've woken up, just do that and you'll feel how you have more energy, you feel more bouncy throughout the day. And lovely, so shake, 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 shake your legs. Beautiful. So from here, I want you to move your legs to the back and come to hands and knees. So one with hands and knees, I want you to align your body so you're completely square. So starting with your hands, so spread your fingers, pressing the palms and the entire length of the fingers on the floor. And notice how your shoulders come directly over your wrists. So now look at your knees. So our knees, we want them to be right underneath the hips. So not too close, not too wide, hip distance apart. And once you're here, we're going to continue with cat and cow stretches. So I want you to drop the belly down, lift the tailbone up, lift the heart up, and look up at the sky. And exhale, push away from the floor, pull the belly in, relax your neck, and really arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the heart up. And exhale, rounding the back, pushing away from the floor. Pull the belly in, relax your neck. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the tailbone up, look up. And exhale, rounding the back, pushing away from the floor. Relax your neck and come to center. Now walk your hands a little bit forward. We're going to start doing big circles with the hips. And this is called belly dancing. This is not an official asana, by the way. So just start moving your hips in big circles to the back, to the side, all the way forward. Maybe resting, shifting the body weight onto your hands, and just keep moving. Maybe closing your eyes now and move as far forward, as far to the side and back as it feels good. So you really want to start rounding, moving the spine in any direction that feels fluid, that feels good. Keep going. And we're going to change directions now. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. You can bend the elbows, rounding, moving in any way that feels organic, that feels fluid, that feels good. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. One more circle here. And just come into your center. Walk your hands back, right underneath your shoulders. So I want you to stretch your right leg back, drop your right toes on the floor, and start pressing the heel away from you. So gently pressing your palms onto the floor to push back and really reach through the heel. And now we're going to shift the body weight back onto your hands and lift your right leg up. So now here we want to engage the belly. So pull the belly in, keep your hips flexed, so keep your hips square, flexing the back heel and keep your leg parallel to the floor. Beautiful. So as you're there, I want you to keep engaging the core muscles, lifting your left arm forward. See if you can find your balance like that. And now from here, imagine somebody's holding your arm and your leg and is pulling you in different directions. So stretching, reaching, heel to the back, fingers to the front. And we're going to exhale, drop the palm, drop the knee on the floor. Beautiful. Okay, let's do it to the other side. Step your left toes to the floor. Start pressing the heel away gently. Pressing the palms onto the floor, really stretching the back of the leg, going deeper into your hamstrings, stretching the hamstrings now. Breathing. And come back to center. Lift the leg up so the leg is parallel to the floor. Flex your heel. Pull the belly button in. Engage the core. And we're going to reach the right arm forward. Okay, so imagine somebody's holding you again, drawing you in different directions. So reaching your fingertips forward, kicking the heel to the back, reaching, stretching, creating that length. And exhale. Palm to the floor, knee to the floor. Very good. I want you to open up your knees wide now. Bring the big toes together and sit all the way back onto your heels for Balasana, Child's Pose. And now you can extend the arms forward. Bring the forehead onto the floor and rest there. So you can keep your arms active here. You can keep your arms stretched. Or you can just release your elbows on the floor. See what feels best. One more deep breath. We're going to inhale, come back to hands and knees. And from here, come onto your fingertips and step your right foot between your hands. So as you're here, lift yourself up. And we're going to start gently sinking into your front knee. So now look where your knee is comparing to the ankle. So we want to create that straight line, knee to ankle. Maybe interlacing your fingers, turn your thumbs down, hook them in front of the knee, straight arms, and gently pushing the knee away from you to sink into your hips. So as you're here, I want you to tuck your tailbone in slightly so that you don't collapse forward like that. So keeping everything straight, tucking your tailbone in and sinking into your hips. See if you can push yourself a little bit forward so that you take the pressure off the knee and breathing there. So it's beautiful stretch on the hip flexor, on the left leg, on the left thigh, opening on the hips, breathing. Now we're going to inhale, arms up, shoulder blades down your back, breathing in here. And we're going to bend the right elbow, touch your back with your right fingers. And with the left arm, grab hold of the right elbow and draw it in. Breathing here into your chest, maybe lifting the heart up a little bit more. Keep bringing the right arm, almost like a pillow behind your head. Breathing in here. Beautiful. And we're going to release, inhale, arms up. And bring your fingers to the floor. Tuck your back toe in and see if you can come to the top of your mat into a forward bend. And from your forward bend, I want you to bend your knees and allow for your chest to rest on your thighs. So now, pouring your spine forward, releasing everything, shaking your head, yes, no, just releasing any tension from the shoulders and the neck to disappear, allowing for any worries, any troubles, anything that might have been on your mind lately, just to shake it off and to allow for the earth to absorb it, to take it away from you. Deep breaths here. Forward bends are very relaxing. So as you're here, I want you to keep your knees bent, and we're going to slowly start rolling the spine up. So rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking the vertebrae on the top of one another, massaging the spine, shoulders and head will come up at the end. And now we are in our Tadasana mountain pose. I want you to look at your feet and ensure that your feet are parallel from the inside, maybe around hip distance apart. So there are equal space between your toes and your heels. Allowing for the four corners of the feet to ground into the floor. And from that foundation, I want you to allow for your legs to be very strong, pulling the kneecaps, engaging the knees, engaging the thighs. Take your tailbone down a little bit, bring the belly in, roll your shoulders up and back. And as you're here, maybe turning your palms slightly forward. Imagine as if you're a puppet and somebody is holding you with a string on the top of your head. So imagine somebody's pulling that string up. Feel how your spine elongates, grow tall. At the same time, feel how your feet are grounding to the floor. Imagine how your legs grow deep into the ground. So we are like a mountain, Tadasana, very tall, very grounded. And we're going to inhale, arms all the way up. Look at your hands, touch your palms, and exhale, fold forward. Bring your palms onto your shins or palms onto your knees, whatever they can go. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, look forward, flat back, straight knees. And exhale all the way down. Bend the knees again. Now we're going to grab hold of the opposite elbow. Inhale, look forward, flat back, straight knees. And exhale, keep your knees straight, but bending the knees a little bit so that you don't lock your knees. And exhale, draw your elbows down to the floor. Relax your neck again. And maybe sway from side to side. Breathing in here. Beautiful. Shaking everything, maybe shaking your head. Yes, no, just releasing any tension. And we're going to bend the knees a little bit, release your arms and start rolling the spine one more time, slowly noticing how those vertebrae stuck on the top of one another, massaging the spine all the way up. And now we're going to inhale, arms to the side and up, blossom like a flower. And exhale, fold all the way forward again. Inhale, look forward, flat back, palms on your shins, shoulder blades down your back. Bend the knees, bring your palms onto the floor and see if you can come back onto your hands and knees. Fantastic. Now step your left foot between your hands and lift yourself up. So now see where your knee is as opposed to the ankle. So when you start going deeper, and again interlace your fingers, turn your thumbs down, start pressing the knee away. See where the knee is, and you might have to walk your toes forward on or move your foot back. Move your the whole foot back. So straight arms, pressing the knee away, and make sure the knee is above the ankle, tucking your tailbone in so that you don't collapse forward like that. So you're all straight, tucking your tailbone in and sinking into those hips. Yeah, fabulous. Breathing in here. And we're going to inhale, arms up to the sky. And we're going to bend the left elbow, touch your back with your left fingers. With the right hand, we're going to start drawing the left elbow in. Your left fingertips are sliding down between your shoulder blades. Breathing in here. Lifting the heart up. Fantastic. And we're going to release, inhale, arms up. And exhale, fingers to the floor, step to the top of your mat again. Inhale, arms to the side, reaching up to the sky, palms together, and circle the arms, palms in front of the heart. Inhale, arms up, reaching up. Exhale, dive all the way down. Inhale, look forward, flat back, palms onto your shins. Bend the knees, press your palms onto the floor, and see if you can come back into your hands and knees. So from here, I want you to reach both feet to the back and come into plank. So for you to do that, first of all, ensure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. So lifting the hips up, just engaging the core, maybe rounding your back a little bit so that you don't collapse into your plank. So engaging that. Start pressing the heels away from you, reaching the crown of the head forwards. Beautiful. And now drop the knees to the floor. And we're going to start bending the elbows, lifting the tailbone up, and bringing chin and chest to the floor. And from here, we're going to inhale, slide forward. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders, elbows in, shoulders down. And I want you to inhale, lift the heart off the floor up to your belly button for a baby cobra. So slide your shoulder blades down your back, keep lifting the heart up, bringing the elbows closer to your waist, closer to your ribcage, squeezing. And exhale. Perfect. Take your toes in. And now we're going to come to hands and knees. And we're going to exhale into our downward facing dog. So the way we do that is we press the chest down, lift the hips up to the sky, and start bringing the heels closer to the floor. So keep pressing the chest down, lifting the tailbone up to the sky. And now as you're here, I want you to bend your left knee, right leg is straight, and just really try to press the right heel closer to the floor, stretching the back of the right leg. And now we're going to switch sides. Bend the right knee, dropping the left heel down to the floor. Fantastic. And now lift the heels up and bring the knees down onto the floor again. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is, I want you to start walking your hands forward into a deep gut stretch. And maybe move yourself back onto the mat a little bit so that you have plenty of space and your hands are on your sticky mat, on your yoga mat. So keeping your hips over the knees, start walking your hands forward and dropping the chest closer to the floor. So here you can simply bring your forehead to the floor, or if you can go deeper, look forward between your hands and bring the chin to the floor. So keeping your arms very active, straight arms, and feel that length, that stretch from your fingers all the way up to your tailbone. And this is the stretch and the length we want to create when we go into our downward facing dog. Okay, just remember that. Remember how you position, remember the length and the stretch. And now press the palms onto the floor, lift yourself back up, walk your hands in a little bit. Downward facing dog again. So now, before you go into a downward facing dog, look at your hands. Make sure your fingers are widespread, pressing the entire length of the fingers, pressing the knuckles onto the floor, pressing the base of the thumb and index finger on the floor, and the entire palm on the floor. So this way we're taking the pressure off the base of the wrists, which normally starts hurting if you do too many downward facing dogs and you don't really engage the base of the thumb, index finger and the fingers. Okay, so once you have that, start pressing the mat away, almost drawing energy through your palm. Take your toes in, press the chest down, lift the hips up, and start bringing the heels closer to the floor. So feel how you're pressing the base of the index finger and the thumb on the floor, digging your knuckles into the mat, pressing the entire length of the palm and fingers on the floor. And from there, drawing energy through the center of the palm all the way up to your tailbone, if you can imagine that. Breathing here. Beautiful. Very good. And now see if you can lift your right leg back and up and step your right foot between your hands. So if your right foot doesn't go all the way between your hands, grab hold of the ankle with your right hand and lovingly help it forward. Drop the back knee down. And again, low lunge. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, sink into your hips. Slide your shoulders down your back, reaching up. Now we're going to bring the palms together in front of the heart. See if you can lift up, come up a little bit. And see if you can start turning to your right. And now you have variations here, you have options. So you can either, if you can, reach your left elbow just outside of the right knee. This is what we want. So, sinking in and start spinning, opening the chest to the right, almost wanting to bring the thumbs in front of the heart chakra or in front of the chest, in the middle of the chest, and breathing here. So if that's not an option, I just want you to grab hold of the right leg, right thigh with your left hand, bringing your right forearm behind you and just start opening to the right. Breathing with your belly here. So this is very good for boosting digestion, for increasing metabolism, for detoxifying the body. Twists are absolutely amazing for that. All right, and we're going to exhale, come to center, inhale, arms up, and bring your fingers to the floor. Tuck your back toe in, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms to the side, reaching up to the sky, palms together. And circle the arms, reach your fingers to the side, palms in front of the heart. Fabulous. Inhale, arms up, reaching up. Look at your hands. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Shoulders down your back. Bend the knees, palms to the floor. And see if you can step into your downward facing dog. So remember, start pressing the entire length of the fingers and the palms, the base of the thumb and index finger, sinking into your downward facing dog. So look at your feet and make sure your feet are hip distance apart. And when you look back, you must not see your heels. So turn your heels out if you can see your heels. Keep pressing the chest down, lifting the tailbone up to the sky, pressing the back of your thighs to the back of the room. Beautiful. Now we're going to pick up the left leg back and up and step your left foot between your hands. Again, if it doesn't go all the way forward, just help it with your left hand. Drop your right knee down and tuck your right toes and inhale into your low lunge. Beautiful. So we tend to hold so much tension in the hips, so much painful memories, so much stress. So when we start opening the hips, we start releasing those crystallized emotions, experiences, memories. Bring the palms together. Inhale, come out a little bit so that you can start twisting to the left. See if you can bring your right elbow over your left knee. Press the palms together, spin the chest open. And if that's not possible, just with your right arm, grab hold of the outer edge of your left leg. Keep pressing the knee away, so pushing the knee out to the left and left forearm on your lower back. And just start spinning, sinking deeper into your hips, breathing in here. Slow and deep breaths. So I want you to honor your body. Honor your body exactly where you are right now today. Lovingly accepting who you are right now. And we're going to inhale, come forward, arms up to the sky, fingers to the floor, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms to the side and up, reaching up to the sky, palms together. And circle the arms, palms in front of the heart. I'm sure you're ready, you feel so much more warm and stretched, and you feel the energy running through your body. It feels amazing. Now we're going to inhale, arms up, and we're going to exhale, fold all the way forward, forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, flat back. And now we're going to bend the knees, palms on the floor. See if you can step into your downward facing dog first. And now from here, lift the heels off the floor, transition forward into your plank. So engaging the belly, rounding your back a little bit rather than sinking in. And exhale, drop the knees down to the floor and bring yourself chest and chin to the floor. And we're going to inhale, slide forward into your cobra. So elbows in, shoulders down, lifting the heart up. So always slide your shoulder blades down your back to lift the heart up. Tuck your toes in, and we're going to exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. Breathing in here. And now from here, look between your hands, bring your feet together, bend your knees and step to the top of the mat. And it might be one step, it might be 2, 3 or 4 steps. Always good. We're going to inhale, arms to the side, flat back, reaching up to the sky. And circle the arms, palms in front of the heart. Beautiful. And release the arms. So now we're going to step into our warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. So left leg is going to step all the way back. Place your palms on your hips and spin your hips forward. So here, our alignment is, look at the little lines on your mat. Hopefully you have lines on your mat. So you wanna have your toes pointing directly forward, right toes pointing forward. And the heel of the right foot is on the same line with the heel of your left foot. Okay? So your left toes are out 45 degrees. So spinning your hips forward and start sinking into your front knee. So coming out, sinking again. So this is for us to know how wide to position our legs and just to start settling into the warrior 1, just to feel what it is like to be in that space, in that position, in that asana. So once you go all the way down, look at your knee, look at your ankle. So you want the knee to be right above the ankle. So kind of check it out. Okay, it's all good. Stay there. Pressing the outer edge of your left foot on the floor, firmly sealing the outer edge of the left foot on the floor. Spinning your hips forward, and we're going to reach the arms out, up. Turn your chest forward, relax your shoulders, slide your shoulder blades down your back, and breathe here. Beautiful. Stay for another breath. Now we're going to inhale, come all the way up, palms on your hips again. So what we're going to do now is I want you to turn your hips to your left. So turn your hips to the left, chest to the left. And as you do that, you will notice that your left foot, naturally, your left toes are going to start opening out. So now our alignment of the feet is heel to arch alignment. Just make sure that's what you've got at the moment. So hips completely open to the right, turn to the right, chest to the right. Bring your arms to the side, parallel to the floor, relax your shoulders, and gaze over your right middle finger, and we're going to exhale, bend into your right knee. Okay, so here, there are a few things that we need to bear in mind and we should adjust. So first of all, notice if you're leaning too much forward. So we want to really draw ourselves back. Imagine somebody is pulling your left fingertips to the back so that your spine is completely perpendicular to the floor. If you have a mirror to see each other, that's even better. So that front knee has the tendency to collapse, to come in. So I want you to push it slightly out. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, arms are straight, gazing over your right middle finger. I'm breathing here. Fantastic. Inhale, come all the way up. Beautiful. Palms on your hips. And from here, bend the knee, palms onto the floor, step into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the hips up, roll forward into your plank. Drop your knees down, bend the elbows, lift the hips up, chest and chin to the floor, and slide forward for your cobra. Fantastic, beautiful. Tuck your toes in and exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look between your hands, bring your feet together, bend the knees, and walk to the top of the mat. Maybe one step, maybe 2, 3, or 4 steps. Fantastic. And we're going to inhale, arms to the side, flat back, reaching up to the sky, palms together, and circle the arms, palms in front of the heart. Beautiful. Okay, warrior 1 to the other side, Virabhadrasana 1. So we're going to step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. And don't worry about too much, because we're going to adjust the stand. We're going to adjust the length. Okay, so palms on your hips and start spinning your hips forward. And sinking into your front knee. So notice if your knee goes way beyond your ankle, you want to walk your toes forward. And if it doesn't go quite above your ankle, you want to move your foot a little bit to the back. So heel to heel alignment, right toes pointing out 45 degrees, spinning your hips forward, your chest forward, and now sink one more time. See how far you can go. So eventually we want our thigh to be parallel to the floor, but don't worry about it, that will take a little bit of practice. So even if you're here, that's perfect, okay? So once you're settled, and you make sure the knees above the ankle, outer edge of the foot is firmly sealed to the floor, hips are turned forward, and you start the rotation of the back leg from your ankle. So from the ankle, rotating forward your back leg. Inhale, arms up, slide your shoulder blades down your back, and feel that strength, feel the power that the warrior asana gives you, Virabhadrasana. And we're going to inhale, straighten the front knee, palms on your hips, and turn your hips all the way to the right. And now when you turn the hips to the right, you see how you're taking your heel in with you. So your back foot opens up a little bit more. And that's what we want. So now we want heel to arch alignment. Back foot is slightly more open. Hips are turned directly to the right. Toes, left toes are pointing directly forward. Left knees pointing directly forward. Arms to the side. Relax your shoulders, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Strong arms. Gaze over your left middle finger. And we're going to exhale to sink into your front knee. Fantastic, beautiful. And breathing there. So see where the knee is. See where the back foot is. So back foot firmly sealed to the floor. And just gazing over your left middle fingers. So see if you're leaning too much forward. Pulling the right fingertips to the back. And breathing there. Courage, determination, persistence. These are the beautiful qualities that Virabhadrasana asanas, the warrior asanas, cultivate, develop in us. Alright, one more deep breath. And we're going to inhale, come all the way up. And bring both palms to the floor. Spread your fingers. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stretching into a downward facing dog, pressing the palms, the entire fingers on the floor, lifting the tailbone up, and now roll forward into plank. And now see if you can bring your whole body down without dropping the knees to the floor. See how that goes. So turn your elbows in and start slowly bringing your body down. And feel free every time first to bring the knees down and then come all the way down to the floor. So elbows in, shoulders down, inhale for your cobra. Breathing in here. So keep sliding your shoulders down, shoulder blades down your back, lifting the heart up, squeezing the elbows in. And the strength will come. You know, it might feel a little bit wobbly now, but don't worry, it will come. So tuck your toes in and exhale, downward facing dog. Fantastic, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now I want you to lift the right leg back and up, bend the knee and bring the knee to nose, squeeze it in. And we're going to bring that right knee towards the right wrist. Right foot is to the left, coming into pigeon. Okay, so come onto your fingers now. So right foot is just in front of your right thigh, right knees out to the right. And we want to really come into the center of the hips. Okay, so once you're here, maybe pressing the palms on the floor. See how that goes. And maybe bringing the elbows on the floor. So what we want to experience is the joyful discomfort. And if at any point you go beyond that, you would know, and this is a clear sign, it's time to come back. Okay? Listen to your body. And do as much as your body allows you right now, because every day will be different. Okay, so if you have a block handy, you can just simply place the block in front of you, rest your head on the block, because we want our shoulders and arms to be super relaxed. Another option is if you have a bolster nearby, just pull it in so that it supports your chest. You bring it underneath your chest, maybe fold your arms, and just relax there. Oh, this is so soothing, so nice. So anything that would make you comfortable and relaxed, but we're still doing a lot of work here on the hips, so we're still opening up those hips. Breathing in here. So here we very easily tend to shift to the left, to collapse to the left. So I want you to notice where your hips are in space and just move your hips a little bit to the right. You know, going to where it feels a little bit more uncomfortable, because this means that most probably you're positioning yourself correctly. And we want to feel that discomfort. We want to feel uncomfortable, but not painful. Because when we feel the discomfort, this means that we're going into areas where we haven't been before, and we're growing, we are blossoming, we're developing. So breathing now into your hips, making your body very soft, very relaxed. Alright, one more deep breath. I really want to stay here forever, but lift yourself up. And feel free, whenever you're doing your own practice, just to hold on to the asanas for as long as it feels good. Okay, so palms on the floor, tuck your back toe in, and we're going to exhale very gently and very slowly into the downward facing dog, just to stretch everything out. Perfect. Okay. Lift the left leg back and up, bend the knee, bring the knee to nose, squeeze it in, and drop the left knee towards the left wrist. Left foot is towards the right. Coming into pigeon to the other side. Okay, so here, if you have any knee problems, it's always best to keep that angle very small, so the left knee forward and flex your foot to take off the tension. Just I want you to play with it. So moving the knee out and bringing the foot forward is normally where you go deeper into the asana. So if you want to go deeper, go ahead and do that. But listen to your body and see if you have any knee pain, any other severe discomfort. And so come into the center of your hips and start maybe coming onto your palms. Maybe this is your position today. And know that every time one side is different. Okay, so one side is always more stiff, more tight. One side is always more balanced than the other. So honor that difference within you. So if you can, bring your elbows onto the floor. And letting go. So again, if you have a block, just bring the block and rest your forehead on the block. If you have a bolster, which is probably my personal preference, just lay down on your bolster. And you really want to be very relaxed here. So you want your whole body to be relaxed, but we're still going deeper into those hips. Okay, we're still doing a lot of work in the hips. Slow and deep breaths. With each inhalation, we're creating space in the body. With each exhalation, going deeper into the space you've created. You should feel very good. Okay, you should feel really, really good. One more deep breath here. And palms on the floor. Start lifting yourself up, pushing away any props that you might have. Take your back toe in and very slowly, so slowly, coming all the way to your downward facing dog, just to stretch the left leg out. And now bring the knees to the floor. I want you to tuck your toes in for a moment and see if you can sit on your heels with your toes tucked in. So this is fantastic for working on those little, on those toes, on those little tiny joints of the toes. And you might not be able to stay here for too long, and that's okay. You see how long you can stay here. And we're going to rock forward, fingers to the floor. Swing your legs to one side and stretch your legs forward. Shake your legs a little bit. And so here, if you have a belt, you can use your yoga belt. So Paschimottanasana, forward bend. It's very restorative. It's a beautiful asana. So what we want to do is, we're going to inhale, arms up to the sky. And we're going to exhale, start folding forward with the flat back. So heart is reaching forward. And you might want to just bring your hands onto your knees or onto your shins. If you have the yoga strap, just hold onto the yoga strap around the balls of the feet. And whatever you are, I want you to inhale, draw the heart forward first. Push the tailbone back slightly. And exhale, heart is diving forward, so chest is diving forward. Doesn't matter where the head goes, really. Breathing in here. So you want to relax your head and stay there. So here you have some options. So again, if you want to stay a little bit longer into your forward bend, just bring a block and rest your head on the block. And just stay there. Keep flexing your feet if possible. So I'm sure you already, you're still feeling that beautiful stretch. Just, adjust the block, whatever height, it feels good. And if you have a bolster, you can grab hold of the bolster and just come all the way forward. Breathing, slow and deep breaths. Beautiful. One more deep breath. And we're going to inhale. That also feels so good. I wish I could stay here forever. And again, when you're doing your own practice, or you can simply pause the video and stay for as long as it feels good. It's such a beautiful afternoon practice that is, or evening practice, just to get you distressed after a very intense working day. You're going to sleep so well tonight, trust me. Okay, so pushing all props to the side. Move your hips a little bit forward onto your mat so that you have plenty of space to lay back. Inhale, arms to the side, then roll the spine all the way down. Oh, stretch your legs out, bring your arms to the side. Oh, taking a deep breath here. Preparing for our Shavasana, our final relaxation today. So we're going to stay here for about 5 minutes, and of course if you want to stay longer, feel free to just hang on here. I mean, you're in the comfort of your home. You can do anything that you want. You're not in a studio, in a class where everything's a little bit more rushed. So just take it easy. As you're laying down your back, you don't even have to look at the screen anymore. Just start relaxing your whole body, closing your eyes. So see where your shoulders are in space. Maybe you're lifting your shoulders off the floor slightly, dropping them back down. Scanning down, noticing your lower back. If you have a big arch here on your lower back, I just want you to bring the feet to the floor, lift the hips up, and roll the spine down so that you seal your lower back on the floor. Stretch your legs out. And you can always place pillows or a big bolster underneath your knees just to help with the lower back a little bit more. So if your lower back feels painful and uncomfortable, just prop a bolster or pillows underneath your knees. Otherwise, if you're good to continue like that, just stretch your legs out, drop your feet to the side, open up your legs as wide as the mat. Turn your palms up to the sky. Arms are about 45 degrees away from the body. And as we're here, we're going to take a slow and deep breath. Inhaling slowly and deeply. And exhaling slowly and completely. Just letting go, letting go. On the next inhalation, imagine how the breath absorbs all the tension, all the stress from the body, all the worries, the troubles, the concerns. Inhale it all in, absorb it from the body, from the mind, and exhale, maybe through your mouth, just letting go, letting go. Notice that beautiful wave of relaxation rippling through your body. And we're going to bring the awareness now to different parts of the body, helping every single part, every muscle relax. So now we're going to bring the awareness all the way down to your feet and your toes. Imagine your toes and allow them to completely relax. Relaxing the sole of the feet, relaxing your ankles, calves and knees, allowing for your thighs and the hips to melt into the floor, sinking your belly, releasing your lower back on the floor, relaxing all internal organs, relaxing the chest and the rib cage, just letting go, letting go. to bring the awareness all the way to your hands, fingers, and the fingertips. Relaxing your fingers one by one. Relaxing the back of the hands. Relaxing your forearms, elbows, upper arms. Now relaxing your shoulders completely. Letting go now, just letting go. And relaxing the back of the neck, your ears, your jaw, softening the tongue, relaxing your lips, your nose, your eyes, your eyebrows, your forehead, softening the skin on your face, letting go. And in a moment, we're going to start bringing the awareness back to the breath, to the body. But if you want to stay here in your shavasana, in your relaxation for a little bit longer, please feel free. Otherwise, if you'd like to bring your practice to an end, we're going to start taking slow and deep breaths. Moving the fingers, wiggling the toes, waking up your body. Just notice your body feeling so much more vibrant and alive. You feel so much stronger and healthier already. Reaching your arms overhead, bring your legs closer together. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up and away. Give yourself a big stretch, maybe a big yawn, anything that feels good. Bringing the knees to chest, wrap your arms around your shins, rock from side to side to massage the lower back. And we're going to roll all the way to the right side. And once you're on your right side, you might want to just stay here for a moment. Just for a breath, to help with the transitioning. And we're going to use the left palm to press on the floor and to push yourself up sideways so that we don't hurt the lower back. So we're pushing ourselves sideways and coming back to a comfortable cross-leg position or any other position that feels good right now. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment if it feels good, if it feels appropriate. And we're going to bring the awareness one more time within. And I would like you to notice, how do you feel at the end of your practice today? And try to keep with those wonderful feeling of being so peaceful, so calm and relaxed for as long as you can. Namaste.